Hello healers! Some of you have been asking me how I heal in PvE dungeon content like Amrine, so I thought I would upload my first Amrine run of launch. I did this run at level 22, and my group was around the same level as well, so mobs hit us pretty hard. I'll give you some healing tips and tricks for mobs and bosses in this video, so stay tuned. I also stream on Twitch, so come hang out with me and ask questions live. I'll have a link for that in my community Discord below. Please consider liking and subscribing as well to keep up with future healing content. Alright, so for the sake of time, I will be cutting out a lot of running around in this video. And before I give any tips, I wanted to let you guys know that there's actually a lot of different skill combinations for life staff you can use in dungeon content. This is just what I thought would work well for my group. I don't actually take a single target heal in this run since we are mostly in melee, and everyone is pretty efficient at avoiding incoming damage anyway. This let me run Orb of Protection and keep my uptime on Fortify instead. I had another Amrine run later on where I did spec into Divine Embrace for the extra single target heal since we needed it, so be sure to set up your skills depending on what you think your group needs for healing output. With that said, when dealing with packs of mobs, and this is in any dungeon, not just Amrine, make sure you're putting your AoE heals down and then swapping to your offhand to deal damage. Even though you don't do the most damage in the group, everything you can dish out when your groupmates are pretty topped off helps the run go by smoother. In this run, I'm running Warhammer as my secondary weapon, so I'm helping with damage and crowd control on mod packs. Also, in Amrine, be sure not to stand in puddles of fire or anything else on the floor. They do massive damage that quickly becomes unhealable. They're pretty easy to avoid, so just make sure you watch your feet.
At least Amrine feels more exciting at low levels, I guess. Oh yeah, how bad is your queue today? He has to get in queue though, unfortunately. We're level 22. We played for like 16 hours yesterday though. Nice, 29. Yeah, we started like crafting and stuff later in the night. Jeez. Use a pot if you need to here.
My tank actually died to the ground AoE damage here, so I had to ensure the rest of my DPS had sufficient healing before I could go res him to avoid anyone else dying.
Thanks for the follow, Dion. Thanks for the sub, Fleesh. Get out of the fire. Ooh, the final boss is gonna hurt. I am healing. Oh yeah, compared to beta.
But then my stream won't pick it up.
Oh my gosh.
It's the whole point.
It's so sad.
I didn't do anything.
It's
all
all
I did was join
broken.
the server. It was working and like it was working in that call, and then I joined the server and it wasn't working again.
Have you turned it off and back on again?
Yes, of course. I turned it off and back on. I don't think I can just launch my headset and add it. Just USB. But it's
Wee. He pukes so hard. He pukes.
working. It's working. It's working.
It's working. It's working. It's working. It's working.
I have to plug the USB directly into my computer, and it can't go through my USB hub anymore, which is really stupid because what's the point of having a USB hub if all of your things have.
Nakashima's ghost is the first formidable sort of mini-boss you encounter here, and he's pretty straightforward. He'll place AoE circles around random party members, and you need to make sure you don't touch the circle itself or you'll trigger a stun to everybody inside it. There are also ghosts that shoot out at the person in the circle, so you'll need to dodge these or they do some pretty decent damage. For healing, I like to save at least one of my 2 AoE heals for this ability to help keep up whoever is stuck inside, since often people will miss at least one of the dodges. If you get this on yourself, don't panic. It doesn't last long, just focus on dodging and you can go back to healing your group right afterward. Other than that, just make sure you keep heals up on your tank throughout the fight and you should down him just fine.
There is a way
It's
to
only
make sure it's not turning off.
A cup.
Did someone walk through it?
It's just my keyboard and my camera and my light now, I guess.
Yeah, let's try that. It's fairly straightforward. It's just a power setting for like your power plan or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But it's hidden fairly deep in the settings that you can configure USB power.
Deep settings.
Wait, what?
And that he got
Into the queue.
put into a 10,000 queue, just kind of, it's grim satisfaction. It's like Amazon didn't give you the like shortcut to the front of the line when you made 10,000 people log in under one server. So.
No, those queues are crazy.
I'm under 100 any minute now.
Why can't I hear my music on Spotify now?
Oh my god. Everything is
God.
breaking, Kate.
Everything
Have
is
you-
broken.
All the unplugging and replugging probably changed your default audio device.
I would agree with you, except that according to Streamlabs, it is being
Don't
picked
listen
up
to
by my
Streamlabs.
head.
The last boss of this dungeon is Simon Gray, and he's probably giving you some trouble if you've run Amrine before. He's a big ogre who deals massive amounts of damage with pretty much every attack, especially if you're under level 25 like my group was. On the bright side, he's pretty straightforward to dodge, so make sure you use your dodges mindfully. Simon also summons mobs throughout the boss fight, and I found since we were lower level and under geared for this fight, I often took aggro off the mobs through my healing. You can actually kite and ignore these mobs if this happens to you as a healer. They don't do too much damage, and if your group isn't able to cleave them down, slowly running them around the room works just fine. This boss hits your tank pretty hard as well while they're kiting him, so I would save the majority of your healing for your tank. This damage actually proved to be a bit too much for our tank at the time, and he ended up going down once in the start of the fight and the second time halfway through, becoming unresable. My team actually did great when he died, and 2 of my melee DPS took turns holding aggro on the boss until we downed him. The situation is a bit chaotic for healing without a tank, so I prioritized whoever had the boss on them before topping off people out of aggro range. The fight took longer, but we did eventually kill him in one go, which was great. If we ended up wiping, I might have swapped out to Divine Embrace to help with tank healing. But really, we were all so under geared beforehand that I don't think it would have made that much of a difference.
Great job, Murph.
What do I...
I'm trying, little guy.
Aim for the head.
Not me, not me, not me. I got some mobs on me. Sorry.
Oh.
Mobs.
I could just kill them.
Okay, my mic is working again.
Why do you keep letting them enemies like actually hit you? Ooh,
Ooh, we
that's
lost
not good.
Murph.
And there's no resing in there.
Yeah, I gotta respawn. Can I respawn?
Oh,
It
Yeah.
doesn't.
I don't think-
Probably not.
I don't think it
actually.
works. Does it?
everything's working now. I turned everything off and back on again and plugged it in again.
So I would not respawn until the boss dies. You can't come back in the room.
No.
And when our tank died like that, he didn't get any loot when he respawned. So I recommend nobody
guess I
else
could do the,
dies and
like,
you just lay on the floor and
in-
watch.
In queue.
Oh, I see the problem. It was your headset all along.
I hate it here.
How am I still in queue? Am I
Forever
not in
queue.
queue anymore? Still 30 more in queue.
I'll get you up.
So everyone knows I'm not lying.
God, the mobs are so annoying.
More execute spam. Oh, he's so low health. More execute.
Oh jeez, I missed. I missed. Nice. Okay.
And that's it for this video. Sorry if it was a bit boring. I just thought it would be fun to show this run and help out anyone who might be having problems healing through these bosses. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you all in the world.